Josh Green here for Tungsten Tales. Delighted to be joined by one of the newest tour card holders in Darren Beveridge, coming through Q-School just last week in Milton Kinges. How are you doing, Darren?
Yeah, I'm doing good. A lot better after coming through Q-School. Feeling good about it all now.
Yeah, really tough week down there in Milton Kinges. Everybody says that when you speak to them. Just explain what it was like being in such an environment.
Oh, it's tough. It's grueling. It's like 7 days of constant pressure. You've got to try and stay focused, stay hydrated. It's just so much pressure. But I'm glad to finally get over it. I've missed out on numerous occasions, but on leg difference as well. So it's quite nice for it to go my way for a change.
Yeah, and you had to come through the full lot, as we were just saying off camera. Some obviously entered in the second stage, but you had 7 grueling days of darts. How much of a toll does it take mentally just having to come back day after day?
I was absolutely shattered when I came back, to be honest. I was desperate to get to bed and just relax for a couple of days. I was struggling to sleep as well, just with the adrenaline and realization of what had happened, that I'd got my card. And so I found it difficult to sleep to start with, but back to normality now.
How impressed and how pleased were you with what you produced in that first stage to get through? There are a couple of real eye-catching performances, and we know you haven't played a huge amount lately, definitely on the PDC and the professional circuits. Were you pleased with how you were playing?
Yeah, I was feeling good. That's why I decided to go back. I was practicing well and feeling confident. I had the hunger for the game back, so I sort of went down with a free hit in a way. I wasn't really expecting too much. I knew I was playing well. If I play well, I know I can win. No, I was really happy with my performances. Felt good as well.
How late did the decision come as to whether you were going to Q-School? I saw you put something on Twitter. I think it was on the 15th of December, so quite a late decision.
Yeah, it was literally last minute. I decided that was going to go. I was playing well enough. I had a chat with my partner and sort of decided it was the right decision to go for it.
Yeah, and you believed right from going in there first day that you were going to have a good shot of getting that tour card.
Yeah, I knew the way I was playing. If I was to play the way I know I can play and the way I'd been practicing, I know I had a great chance to get a card. I've missed out a couple of times before. With playing actually better than that, and I've still missed out. So I knew I had a good chance if I played well. But some of my performances were a bit up and down. I had my good games were really good. I just need to get my B game a little bit better as well just now.
We talked a little bit there about some of the time you taken away from the game. Just explain why that was.
I just lost the desire to play. I wasn't enjoying it anymore. Every time I was turning up to darts, I sort of lost the hunger to try and win. I wasn't enjoying being away for weekends and stuff. And yeah, I don't know what happened. I just didn't want to play.
Yeah.
Can't really explain it. I didn't even practice in the house. I took the dartboard down, just stepped away from it for a while, and I said I would only come back when the hunger for the game came back and I wanted to practice and play.
How long was it between picking up darts? How long did you go without throwing a dart?
I probably went a good part of almost a year without throwing.
Wow.
I threw maybe through occasional on like maybe Monday nights or something if I was helping the team out. But I wasn't a practice or anything. I would just turn up, throw a few darts, and then go home. And then they would stay in the car for months.
And when you picked them up a year later, it felt good. It felt natural. It felt
Yeah,
sort of like it did
it
before.
felt great. Yeah, it felt great when I picked them up again, and I was enjoying practicing. And when I was throwing at the board and still having high averages and hitting 180s and stuff, I knew the talent was still there. So I thought, well, if I keep putting the effort in, it's not going to take me long to get back to where I was. So, and here we are.
And there's nothing to bring the hunger back than being on the PDC Pro Tour and getting the chance to play some of the biggest names in the world. Was that really what brought it back for you, the chance to be there with the elite?
No, absolutely, yeah. Now that I've got my card, the excitement's even more. The hunger's growing every day. I just can't wait for it to get started. I just can't wait to get back on the practice board, get things organised, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Is there anybody in particular you're most looking forward to playing? You speak to some players, Michael Van Gogh, maybe. What about yourself?
No, no, really. They're all very, very, very good. So I'm just looking forward to getting down there and taking part as well. Yeah, there's
What
nobody
do
in
you
particular that I'm looking to play now.
What do you think it's going to be like walking into that room when you walk in as one of the 128 elite players and you're surrounded by former world champions and major winners?
It's still quite surreal at the minute. I don't think the realization of what I've achieved at the minute's set in properly. I'm still, everybody keeps congratulating me and saying well done, and I don't think it's actually set in properly. I think it will set in the run up to or getting organised for the pro tours and stuff. When I realise that I'm travelling for it and what I'm going to be doing.
Does it give you a real boost in terms of practice as well? You say you lost the love for the game and you didn't practice, but with what's coming up, you're going to have to be on the practice board and be at your sharpest.
Absolutely, I actually can't wait to pick them up. I've got work later on today, so I can't practice today, but I'll be getting back on it at the weekend and getting organised.
Any sort of goals for the opening year of the Pro Tour and all the other events, trying to get on European tours? What do you want to achieve?
Yeah, I'm just going to try and do as much as I possibly can. I'm going to try and climb up the rankings the best I can and just sort of like settle in, find my feet a little bit, find my comfort zones, and yeah, just sort of get used to it all, take it all in.
How is it going to affect you with the midweek Pro Tours? Previously, it's obviously been weekend slots, but I know you still work. So how's that going to affect you?
I can take my holidays for most of them, but I had a chat with my boss when I got back, and they're sort of happy to help me with some extra time off if needed for if I do qualify for any Europeans or my holidays run out and stuff. So they've been quite good to me as well. So
does all this seem quite overdue? You say you've been to Q-School and missed out narrowly a few times, but finally you've got there. Does it feel like it should have happened a bit earlier?
I wouldn't say it should have happened a wee bit earlier. It could have happened a little bit earlier. I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago I missed out on leg difference a couple of times, and I was playing well then. So maybe I wouldn't say it's long overdue, but I knew I could get one if I put the effort in and just kept trying. So perseverance pays off in a way.
Yeah, it certainly does. Well, thank you very much for your time, Darren. Really appreciate it, and best of luck with everything coming up on the PDC Tour.
Thanks for your call, mate. Thank you.